You eat these foods almost every day. They look safe, useful, naturally, but there are hidden poisons inside. The invisible ones, dangerous ones, real. Some cause hallucinations. Others paralyze breathing, and still others are slowly destroying your brain, liver, and kidneys. And a couple of spoons is enough, or one raw piece. Today, you will learn about 10 healthy foods that can end in poisoning, hospital, or even death. You've definitely eaten at least one of them recently. But did you know that it could kill you? Watch it to the end so that you don't become a random statistic.
Product number 1. Bitter almonds are a quiet source of cyanide. He looks like a nut. It tastes a little bitter, but there's potential poison inside. Bitter almonds contain amygdalin, a compound that is converted into cyanide in your body. Yes, the one that blocks the blood's ability to carry oxygen, which means dizziness, weakness, seizures, and death by suffocation, without a suffocating pillow. Fortunately, sweet almonds, which are more commonly sold in stores, are safe, but raw or unprocessed bitter nuts, especially if you order natural superfoods online, can be a real trap. 10 to 15 pieces and the symptoms of poisoning are already possible. 50 pieces and it can be a lethal dose for an adult. It is especially dangerous to give it to children. Their body weight is lower and their body is more vulnerable. So the next time you want to naturally crunch nuts, make sure that there is no poison in your hand.
Product number 2. Tuna is a hidden threat from the depths. Tuna is a source of protein, omega, and a healthy diet, but it accumulates mercury, a heavy metal that destroys the nervous system. In small doses, it is imperceptible, but if you eat tuna often, especially large ones, for example, albacore or bluefin, mercury can accumulate in the body for years. This leads to headaches, impaired coordination, trembling in the hands, and even memory loss. It is especially dangerous for pregnant women and children. Mercury interferes with the development of the fetal brain. Tuna is not a poison, but if you don't know the measure, the consequences can be irreversible. Product number 3. Spinach is a green kidney destroyer. Spinach is a favorite of all nutritionists. It contains a lot of iron, vitamins, and fiber, but it is also a leader in the content of oxalate acids, which can lead to the formation of kidney stones. These stones are not just unpleasant. This is a sharp pain, blood in the urine, hospitalization, and sometimes surgical intervention. The risk is especially high if you eat spinach often, a lot, and raw. For example, in smoothies every day for detoxification. Oxalates bind to calcium in the body, forming insoluble crystals. The more spinach, the greater the risk, especially if you drink little water or you've already had kidney problems. So yes, spinach is healthy, but as with medicine, the dose is important. And cooking. Heat treatment reduces the amount of oxalates by almost half. Product number 5. Cheese with mold, a delicacy with a health risk. Cheeses with mold, Roquefort, Brie, Camembert, are loved by gourmets all over the world. Their unique taste and aroma are the result of the activity of special fungi. But these mushrooms can release mycotoxins, substances that can cause poisoning if consumed heavily. Mycotoxins affect the liver, kidneys, and immune system, causing weakness, headaches, allergies, and even long-term illnesses. The risk increases if the cheese has been stored improperly, especially in a warm environment. Mold can become aggressive and produce more toxins. Also, people with weakened immune systems or pregnant women should avoid such cheeses. Complications are possible. Cheese with mold is a delicious delicacy, but it is important not to overdo it and choose a high-quality product. Product number 6. Green tomatoes. Danger under the skin. Unripe green tomatoes look cute and are even found in recipes, but they contain solanine, a toxic substance that can cause poisoning. Symptoms include nausea, vomiting, headache, seizures, and even breathing disorders, especially if you eat them raw and in large quantities. The level of solanine decreases during heat treatment. Cooking or frying makes green tomatoes safer, but in its raw form, it's not just a vegetable, but a potential threat. They are especially dangerous for young children and people with sensitive gastrointestinal tract. Product number 7. Nutmeg is a spice that is buggy. Nutmeg is a common spice, as long as you don't eat too much. Just 2 to 3 teaspoons can cause hallucinations, nausea, seizures, and palpitations. The culprit is myristicine, a psychoactive substance that turns into a real poison in high doses. It disrupts the functioning of the nervous system, can cause anxiety disorders, and prolonged toxic trips. It is especially dangerous that there is no antidote. Doctors can only alleviate the symptoms. Such cases have been reported all over the world, especially among teenagers. Nutmeg is not a way to expand consciousness. It's a shortcut to the hospital and the violent waste.
Product number 8. Raw honey, sweetness with a toxin. Honey is considered one of the most natural and healthy foods. But raw, unpasteurized honey may contain melanotoxin, a substance that causes poisoning. Just 1 spoonful of this honey can cause dizziness, sweating, vomiting, low blood pressure, and even loss of consciousness. It's popularly called mad honey. Most often, it appears from the nectar of certain plants, such as rhododendron. And yes, such cases have indeed been recorded. From Turkey to the United States, raw honey is generally prohibited for children under 1 year of age due to the risk of botulism. So not everything natural is safe. Check where your honey comes from. Product number 9. Zucchini is a vegetable that you can die from. Zucchini seems harmless, but sometimes they contain a bitter substance that can cause severe poisoning. Symptoms include severe vomiting, diarrhea, dehydration, and in extreme cases, death. There have been real deaths after eating zucchini or pumpkin that is too bitter. The reason is a mutation of the plant or cross-pollination with wild varieties. If the squash tastes bitter, don't eat it. Bitterness equals poison. You should be especially careful about homemade vegetables grown from random seeds. Sometimes PP food can be more deadly than fast food.
Product number 10 is shiitake mushroom, which burns the skin. Shiitake is a fashionable mushroom from Asia. It is added to soups, noodles, and even smoothies. It is really rich in vitamins and beta-glucans, but there is one but. If you eat shiitake raw or semi-raw, you can get toxicoderma. This is a rare but painful skin reaction that causes severe red blisters and a rash similar to nettle burns. The itching can last for weeks. The substance lentinin, which is destroyed during heat treatment, is to blame. So no raw food, just well-cooked mushrooms. The fashion for natural should not end with a leather Leighton. That's right, not all healthy foods are equally safe. Some of them can poison, paralyze, cause hallucinations, kidney failure, or even respiratory arrest. And you could eat them all your life and not even guess. But now you know. That means you'll survive. Food should heal, not cripple. So think about what you put on your plate. Follow the norm and don't blindly follow fashion. Share this video with someone who loves superfoods and spinach in a blender. And in order not to miss the next portion of shocking food and unobvious science, click like, subscribe, and bell. Stay healthy, become smarter.